Hello, Aries. It is time for your August 2025 reading. We're going to start off with actually a major arcana card this month to see what your primary energy or theme is for the month of August. And we have the Devil, a sense of play, but maybe a little maliciousness in that, so be careful. Pay attention. You might have to catch yourself a little more than expected here in this month ahead. I mean, there's still a sense of play with it, like you're trying to be funny or you're joking. Just be aware that you could go a little too far with it. Maybe be a little too blunt in a certain situation. Just be mindful of that, because I don't think your intent is certainly not to offend or hurt someone, not intentionally at any way. Just be mindful and correct it as soon as you see it, by saying that you did not mean anything bad by it. And apologize if you need to. I think if you catch it quick, excuse me, you'll be fine. That's my sense anyway. I hope so anyway. I'm Aries. Let's hope. All right. We have our tarot cards for the month of August. And they all fit. Lovely. Okay. So we have the Hierophant, the Ten of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands, the King of Pentacles, and the Cozy Witch, which is the Fool. There's something to be learned here, or maybe you're trying to teach somebody something. That's where you need to be careful of what your language, this is what I'm feeling most, of how you're saying it, of how you're delivering the message. Get clarity, make sure that you're not just rushing through something because you're impatient to get through that part. Because what you say is going to have a big impact, and the way you deliver it is going to be as impactful. So I think this is very much mind your patience when it comes to teaching others or letting others know how to do something or what it is you want them to do. If you rush through it, they're going to miss stuff. It's just going to cause bigger issues down the line. Be patient. Take your time with this. Then we have the Ten of Pentacles. Let's read what this also says on here, because I like these. Tradition is important, but it doesn't have to be everything. So don't be such a stick in the mud a little bit too with what it is you're delivering. Be flexible. Listen to the questions or answer the questions as they come up, and be flexible, or be mindful that it doesn't have to always be the same way. Be open to the change or the possibilities that the students may bring forward. Let them influence you a little bit. And then we have the Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles. Sorry, that's my chair in the background. Having it all looks different to everyone. Ten of Pentacles is a card of success. It is a legacy card. This is a card indicating a level of achievement that maybe you have not reached before. This could be a certain amount of money in your savings account. This could be maybe opening a savings account for the first time ever, having the ability to do that. It could be buying a house, achieving a certain salary level, achieving some big goal that you maybe didn't know if you would get to, and maybe you get to it just on time or unexpectedly. Like you never thought you would find yourself in this position. You had dreamed of it, but you never actually thought you'd find yourself in this position a year ago. And yet here you are, having success in this area. Be proud of that. Take comfort in that. Share it with those that you love, even if it's all the cats in the neighborhood. Do something to celebrate the wins. And then we have the Seven of Wands, and this one says, witches should hold other witches accountable. In this case, I mean, that's one way to look at this card, but all of these people ganging up on the one because she does something a different way. You don't always have to, sometimes you are the leader, and in doing so, you're going to get the criticism. You're going to get the people saying that's the wrong way. You shouldn't be doing it that way. You're leading the crowd, or you're ahead of the crowd, I should say. Leading the way, doing things differently in a way that maybe that others find uncomfortable because they're used to the status quo. But you're Aries. You're used to being out front, challenging the norms. Sometimes you have to stand your ground and let them all come at you, but stand your ground. Believe in your own convictions. In a way, you're holding them accountable. Because shouldn't we always be open to change? And then we have the King of Pentacles, and I like how this one defines it. True success isn't just about money. It's about happiness too. The King, masculine energy, much more assertive than the Queen would be, where it's more nurturing and a softer delivery, I would say. But the King of Pentacles, Pentacles in general are more laid back vibe. Yes, they are successful. Yes, they know what to do, how to do it. They've put in the practice, they've put in the work, and now they've arrived at a place where they're achieving great success, where they are achieving, they have the goal, they know how to get their goals. They know how to get there. They know what they need to do. But that's not the be all end all for them. It's the journey. It's taking the time to spend with friends and family. It's taking the time to do the things that bring you that happiness, that bring you comfort, that nurture your own creativity, your own energy. That is just as important as going after the practical everyday stuff, going after the big job, if that's what you want. Maybe what you determine here or decide or see here is that, you know, you don't really want the stress of that leadership position or that big job that you always thought you had wanted. That sucks a lot of energy out of you. And you'd rather spend that energy elsewhere, maybe with friends, maybe with family, maybe on a hobby. So it's a way of redefining your definition of success is also part of what I feel here. And then we get to card 0, the Cozy Witch, the Fool. Take a chance, for each morning is a new beginning. You doesn't always have to have everything set in stone, which I think you're fine with as an Aries or Aries heavy chart. Seize the day. Be open to the possibilities of what might come up. Treat it every day as an adventure. Put on your fancy outfit. Put on your favorite scarf, your favorite hat. Whatever it is that gives you a little smile. And go out there and take the first step on a new day. And that, Aries, is what I have for you for your August 2025 reading. Please hit that like button. Please share it with others. Please comment below to let me know if this resonated with you or not. And please subscribe to help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.